Howdy, it's Jimerado, and this is early May 2021, and we are in San Antonio. This was our third trip to San Antonio, and we're at the very nice hotel, the Hyatt Regency San Antonio Riverwalk. And look at those little babies. Aren't they cute? That was literally right in front of the hotel. The Riverwalk in San Antonio basically runs right through this hotel. It's basically behind the hotel, but it kind of, you get a little sidetrack area that goes through the hotel and then in front of the hotel. And this was right in front of the hotel. We just thought that was great. And there was a lady throwing bread at these little guys, and I don't think they cared much for it, but her heart was in the right place. Anyway, I wanted to put up a short video about this particular Hyatt because I like it so much. Even though we didn't even stay there on this particular trip. We stayed at this Hyatt on our first visit to San Antonio, and on our second visit to San Antonio, we stayed at the Grand Hyatt, which is a really nice hotel too. And then on this particular trip, we stayed at the historic Menger. And I'll put up another video on the Menger if I haven't already. That's a great historic hotel. And this is kind of the debate my wife and I have every time we travel somewhere. I want to stay somewhere historic, and she just wants to stay somewhere modern and nice. Check that out. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, where the Riverwalk kind of runs into the hotel. And that's kind of a view up in one of their main kind of lobby areas. It's a very open hotel, and I believe it's 16 or 17. It's a tall hotel. I don't know how many floors it is, but it's a lot. And it's a nice big hotel, but it's very clean and green and just open. And yeah, I love it. And you've got the like I said, part of the Riverwalk basically runs into the hotel. So yeah, so check that out. We had dinner here one night on this trip. I had some shrimp tacos that were incredible, and the chef actually brought them out to us. That's, I believe that, yeah, it rained quite a bit on this particular trip, but that's just one of the views, literally right before you walk into the hotel. That's just kind of a nice area there. Yeah, more of the Riverwalk, and they've got these great waterfalls, kind of aqueduct things right in front of the hotel. It's very pretty. Yeah, there's where we had dinner one night, and that was our view. There was literally like a glass wall there to make sure we didn't fall, but we just had this great view of the water going through the hotel. And like I said, I just like this hotel a lot, even though I'm usually the one that wants to stay somewhere historic and old. This is just a nice hotel. And San Antonio is a great town when it comes to hotels, especially old historic ones, and like this one, a nice new modern one. And even the history buff in me knows, this is close enough to the Alamo that, men fell during the Battle of the Alamo on the ground where this hotel is at. So that's just something. Yeah, that's something that I keep in mind, and that I think about. Yeah, and one of the things I wanted to mention, and this is just me. I know it's not everybody else. We enjoyed sitting at, I think this is called their marketplace. It's kind of one of those little it's the marketplace at the Hyatt Regency San Antonio Riverwalk. And that was kind of our view. There's some little tables there, but it's one of those little coffee shops, those, we proudly serve Starbucks kind of coffee shops. And especially on our first trip to San Antonio, when we stayed at this hotel, we would go there every morning and every evening, to plan our day or to fill out postcards at the end of the day. And it's a very cozy little coffee shop. And it's just one of those places that's special to my wife and I. And we made a note of it, and when we go back to San Antonio, even though, we're not staying at this hotel, we like to go to that little coffee shop. It's just nice. And we talked to a really sweet girl this time named Ashley that works there. She was very Very sweet and very fun to talk to. And then we also talked to one of the hotel managers named Ashley also. And we probably had a 15-20 minute conversation with her just about traveling and hotels and that kind of thing. And it's yeah, this is a very comfortable, friendly hotel, especially for a bigger one. We're back again at that little marketplace coffee shop area. And just out one of the windows, yeah, we saw a little carriage go by and one of the Riverwalk boats go by at the same time. I just thought that was cute. But yeah, San Antonio's become one of those places, even from Lexington. You can get a nice early flight. You know, you got to spend an hour or so in Atlanta. But, you know, we got up early and we were in San Antonio early enough to have breakfast. A late breakfast, but breakfast. So, you know, it's a very doable 4-day weekend trip, even from Lexington, Kentucky. And this is a nice hotel, like I mentioned. It's just a very nice, comfortable little hotel. And even though we weren't staying at this particular hotel, we enjoyed spending time there. I remember when we were here in 2016, that was our first trip, at the restaurant. I believe they had brisket tacos, and I remember they were so good. So we came back on this trip. They did not have the brisket tacos now, but like I said, they had the shrimp tacos, and they were really, really good. I'm big on brisket and shrimp tacos. But it's just a very nice, classy hotel, and we like it a lot. And a unicorn went by the hotel. Yeah, buddy, we're filming the unicorn, not you. Anyway, yeah, I hope you liked looking at that hotel with me.